Hi, I'm Carmen Chammas. I'm your astrologer. Today I will talk about Friday the 13th. Today the moon is in Taurus, which makes it a beautiful day for earth signs. But it so happens that at 5:20 p.m. Universal time, the moon moves to Gemini. So at that time, everything changes for air signs. That will be talking about Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So it means that most of the signs will be quite happy today. Almost most of Friday. Maybe if there's a question mark, it can be Gemini's while the moon is in Taurus, and Cancerians while the moon is in Gemini. So now you will hear it during when we break down this day. So starting with Aries. Aries, this is a beautiful day. Everything should fall into place. Nothing is missing. Nothing is lacking. All you have to do is put a plan and move with it. This is a great day to start moving towards wrapping up not only the month but the year. As for Taurus, I love this day. The moon in your sign will help you to accomplish things, to achieve things. And this is the plan, what you have to do actually, because the moon in your sign is a new page. And this page will not be completed until next year. It's a 4-week cycle. It's a lunar moon. So what this means that the year will end, and this project, this decision, this initiative that you will be taking while the moon is in your sign, this means that this is how you're going to wrap up the year. So please choose well. As for Gemini, I think this day will not be complete under the effect of the moon in Taurus. But when the moon reaches your sign in the afternoon, this means that everything will be quite clear, very transparent, and very strong and powerful. Why? Because we're coming to a full moon in your sign on Sunday, and this is really great. It happens once a year, and that will be the bell, the cue, the green light for you to do something important in your life, and it will be like wrapping the year up. Okay, so this is going to be a very beautiful, very exciting day. Moving to Cancer, Cancerians, you have to know that basically, I didn't explain this in the Arabic video, I'll be explaining it to you. You have to know that with the moon in Gemini, things may not move that well for you, but then next week when the moon moves to your sign, you will feel better. But you have to know that the sun, when winter season starts, you will move into a kind of an anxious period of time as usual. Cancerians sometimes feel anxious at the end of the year and the beginning of the year. So you have to prepare yourself psychologically for this. The moon today in Taurus is very helpful. When the moon moves to Gemini, things are not that helpful, and you really need to pay attention to that. If you have some work to do, please try to wrap things up before 5:20 p.m. Universal time today, Friday. The moon will reach your sign on Sunday at 7:20 p.m. Universal time if you want to wait for that. Okay, let's move now to Leo. So Leo, today is a nice day. Things will actually get better by during the day, gradually. When the moon reaches Gemini, you will be quite happy, very, very happy, because this moon is going to be a beautiful full moon in Gemini, and you will have a big share of it. That will be on Sunday. So whatever happens during the moon, while the moon is in Taurus, just take it easy and don't react, don't flow with it. Wait for the beautiful vibe to arrive when the moon reaches Gemini at 5:20 p.m. And that's when things actually turn to be quite happy for you, favorable. Because planet Mars is near your birthday and Pluto opposing your sign. Be careful if you were born on the 23rd to 30th, 31st of July. Virgo, of course, the moon in Taurus is it's a happy moon. It's quite helpful, it's quite engaging, and definitely it is rewarding and opens some new windows, new opportunities for you. It's like, oh, you get it, something new, something happens and you catch it, you get it. This may not be that the same when the moon moves to Gemini in the evening. So whatever you have to do, try to wrap things up before that. Go for the moon in Taurus. Otherwise, you will need to adapt yourself, that things may not be that simple. In all cases, it's not a big deal. As for Libra, I love this day. Definitely, I love this moon in Gemini. It's an air moon, meaning like it's totally empowering you, and it's along with Jupiter. And there's another trine coming from Pluto. So this is a beautiful, beautiful Friday night, Friday evening, depends where you're watching me from. This moon in Gemini will be a full moon on Sunday. So it is really, really empowering. If I were you, I would definitely plan for something big, like taking initiative, making an important call during the weekend or Friday evening. So you see, after all, Friday the 13th is not bad at all. Moving to Scorpio. Scorpio, it will be fine. You will love the moon today, even though the moon in Taurus is a bit bumpy or rough a little bit, but then everything will smooth out and you will be quite happy, and you will enjoy the vibes, the important vibes that will be coming from the Gemini moon. It will be inviting, like to do something, like to take initiative, and you will. And that would be kind of building bridges. Sagittarius, today, this Friday, is quite interesting. It has different vibes. The moon in Taurus keeps you busy, but maybe it's smoother than the moon in Gemini because it opposes you, and this moon will have great energy because it's gathering this energy that will grow like a snowball on Sunday, because it's going to be a full moon opposing your sign. So if there is a meeting, if there's maybe an evaluation, if there's a negotiation, try to wrap things up while the moon is in Taurus if you want. Moving to Capricorn, the moon in Taurus is super easy with you, helps you, works with you, lends you a hand, and definitely this is going to bring some good news. I would advise you to make the best of it. The moon in Gemini is overwhelming. It may bring with it, it will attract, it will drag with it, or attract with it some chores that may be a bit, the load will be big, not only Friday evening, but also during the whole weekend. So if there is any health issue, pay attention to it and try to stay on the easy side. Aquarius, I love this day, especially when the moon moves to Gemini. You will love this beautiful moon, which is growing like a snowball to be a full moon on Sunday, and very favorable for you, in trine with your sign, along with another trine from Jupiter. Okay, which is also in Gemini. It's going to be a glorious moon, and it will open new windows to success, to good news, and to happy surprises. Moving to Pisces. Pisces, you have to know that things are growing up, like let's say, like it's like a big energy that is flowing. It's like a wave that is flowing, and you have to make sure that it doesn't ruin your crops, whatever you have sowed before. This means that the moon in Taurus is helpful, while the moon in Gemini may not be that helpful. It can be a bit demanding and challenging, and it's like, as I've said to other signs, it's like a snowball that is growing, catching power, momentum, because it's going to grow to be a full moon on Sunday, and it can be a bit overwhelming. So don't leave any traces of conflicts or problems during this weekend. Let's wrap it up with born on the 13th of December. This should be a very, very interesting year, with a full moon quite close and almost with you all this year. This means that you have to pay super attention to relations, to contracts, to deals. If you really value any kind of relation, you have to really defend it, keep it, save it, and protect it, whether it's emotional, romantic, whether it's a personal issue, relation, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a contract at work, whatever it is. Try to make the best of it, protect what you value, and maybe you can get, maybe there will be kind of a new deal for you. You choose. Wishing you all the best. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye-bye.